going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Oh, we finally have some good updates for you about some good golf. So, had another tournament this past Friday at Pagoda Ridge course here in Langley, BC. 6,800 yards, and we got our first top 5 of the season. Finished in 4th place, shot 1 over. Learned so much from this round. Finally saw some progress. So anyway, let's dive into it. Let me tell you a couple things that happened and how it kind of shaped the outcome a bit in a very positive way. Not gonna lie, guys, as I'm sure you've seen from, my tone from the videos, past couple weeks have been a grind. It has been tough out here. I have played the worst stretch of golf I could have imagined coming out of this offseason, and morale was at an all-time low. It was terrible. I was playing terrible golf. And it just felt like every time I came to make a video, I was just delivering more terrible news. So when it came time for this tournament, I was like, man, I don't even know if I should be doing tournaments for the next month. I want to prepare for, there's some bigger ones in a month. And I thought I was going to take a couple weeks off and just drill down to practice. And I was looking at my swing and I'm like, well, I'm hitting it well, but it's not going where I want. What's going on? It was just a total minefield of trying to figure out what was going on, because it was a disaster out there. Anyway, Friday morning, I don't tee off till 1:30. The course there doesn't have a range. So I ended up going to my home track at 10:30 in the morning, because I was gonna warm up and then go home, chill, eat lunch. I had to go stop at the golf shop to buy balls. I was gonna had this nice relaxing thing, show up to the course, and this whole routine I was gonna go through. Well, on the way back from the course to my house, it took an hour to do a 8-minute drive because cottage traffic totally screwed me. And so I had to literally run into my place, get changed, throw everything in my car, ran to a local golf club near me, bought balls, and then booked it straight to the course. All that time that I had given myself to be calm was gone. So that was great. Luckily, I got there 20 minutes in advance, stopped at a McDonald's at the exit, got a Diet Coke, a large fry, and a junior chicken. Scarfed that down, rolled up, registered, hit a couple putts on the putting green, and went straight to the first tee. So that's how we start. Now, another thing was, I had only played this course once before in the wintertime, 4 or 5 months ago. So I kind of remembered a couple holes, but I didn't really remember the entire layout. And that, I think, was one of the most beneficial things about the day. I could not remember what hole was coming next. And so for the entire day, I just started shot by shot, hole by hole. I didn't know what was coming next. And just putting myself in that headspace right away led to just a very straightforward round of golf. I parred the first 4 holes in a row, got a stupid 3-putt bogey on 6. Just misread it, lipped out. Anyway, whatever. Lipped out for birdie on 6 and just hit some great drives and played the front 9, 1 over, and was just there, was in the game mentally, had a bunch of cool up and downs, but at no point was I volatile or out of control. It was just shot by shot, just plodding my way along the course. And the guys I was playing with were really good players. Because I was in the second last tee time, I ended up getting paired up with some really good players, and all 3 of these guys were just absolute studs out there. And so the guy who came in first and the guy who came in third were both in my group. And the guy who came in first, man, he was playing lights out. He's a D2 golfer, plays at a school in Hawaii, and the dude was just making crazy putts and was just having a great game. So watching him play was also a lot of fun, but then having these guys in my group made me want to level up to match their intensity. They were playing great golf, I want to play great golf. They would hit a great shot, I want to match it, and vice versa. I think we had that good energy going as a group that we were all playing well, and it just we were feeding off each other. And that was a great learning experience for me, because just being able to play with guys of that caliber just teaches me a lot, and also it's just good being around that energy. As the back nine progressed, started to get a little more confidence, was playing great golf. I looked up for birdie, guys, 4 times on this back 9. Was giving myself looks, just wasn't able to convert. Got a stupid bogey on one of the par 5s because I probably shouldn't have taken driver off the tee. This is where not knowing the course didn't work in my favor. I didn't draw it enough, and it ran through the fairway into a hazard. So I bailed out of there with a bogey, but that was definitely one where I probably should have just roped a hybrid out there and, you know, laid up, because that hole, just from where you have to hit your tee shot, you really don't have a second shot in anyway. So anyway, good to know for, you know, when I play there again. Was able to bounce back a couple holes later and get a birdie on another par 5, which was great. And then coming down the stretch, I just had a couple looks and I just couldn't. Like I said, I lipped out for birdie a bunch of times, and it was like I just couldn't get to even or under par. I was so close, but putts weren't dropping. I lipped out on 17, which was probably my closest look to like get to even. I was like, it's a 4-footer. Anyway, the moral is I finally played a full 18 holes of good golf and tournament play. This is my lowest tournament score ever. This is the 10th official tournament I've played, and this is the lowest score I've ever shot in a competitive round of golf in an official tournament. So, you know, and I left some shots out there. I definitely could have capitalized on some more things, but anyway, we know for next time. It's good learning, but it was just good to finally put together like a solid 18 holes that I can be proud of and be like, okay, we went the distance, we hung in there. It was also 37 degrees and was absolutely brutal from a heat perspective, so I made sure to hydrate and eat and do all the things I didn't do when I got heat stroke the last time. I also think smashing a bunch of McDonald's before was a big advantage, so that helped. But I think one of the most illuminating things about this round, and I mentioned it already, was that the lack of preparation, I think, worked to my advantage. Every other tournament I've done, guys, I've had yardage books, I've plotted it, I've done practice rounds, I've analyzed, I've had game plans, I've visualized, I did all the things. And I wonder if by doing all the things, I just overcooked myself and started to create fear. Because, you know, I would roll up to events and already be in my head going, oh, that tee shot on 3 is going to, oh, that tee shot on 17, oh. And I was already in my head going like, that's hard, that's hard, that's hard. Because I was aware of the realities of the course. Whereas with this round, I had no concept of what the realities were. I just was like, what shot shape feels good to me? And that's the other thing I did. I rolled up to each hole and was like, is this draw or fade? I don't know. How do I feel? Okay, this is a fade. And I just smash a fade down there. Oh, this one's a draw. I hit a draw. Same thing into greens. I was just hitting whatever shot felt like I could 100% commit to it, and that's what I hit. And that was all I did all round. So, lots to learn from this round, lots to build off of. So excited to finally see some progress of all the things coming together and being able to play my game in a tournament round. And now I know, like, I can clean up a couple more things. I'm already working on a couple things with my swing, and I'll have a video for that later this week so you guys can see. And if I just tighten those things, I know I'm on the verge of unlocking just that next level that I need to get to. So this is all great. Thank you guys for sticking with me and joining me on my journey to get to a +6 and turn pro. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you on the next one.